WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 10. A Mississippi law banning most abortions after 15 weeks is struck down by a federal judge. U.S. District Judge Carlton Reeves ruled today that the law unequivocally violates the constitutional rights of women. The law passed in this year's legislative term is considered to be one of the most restrictive here in the United States. The state's only abortion clinic sued when Governor Phil Bryant signed the bill into law in March. Reeves issued a temporary restraining order the next day to keep the state from enforcing the law. Investigators believe they've identified a possible vehicle in the fatal hit-and-run investigation here in Lowndes County. Mississippi Highway Patrol Troop G says that the car is believed to either be a 1999 to 2003 Chevy Silverado or 1999 or 2006 Chevy Tahoe. Now, the vehicle, they say, will have damage to the front right side. This hit and run happened on Saturday on Highway 373 just north of Noblin Road in Columbus. Anyone with information on the case is asked to call MHP, that number 662-323-5314. For the second time in less than a month, an inmate has escaped from the Noxubee County Community Work Center. Investigators are now asking for your help to find 20-year-old Daryl Jamal Harper. Our Quentin Smith, he's been following this developing story all day. So, Quentin, do we know exactly how Harper was able to escape?
Yeah, Scott, Macon Police Chief Divine Beck says Harper was inside the Noxubee County Community Work Center cleaning the building. Well, around 12:30 today, while everyone was on lunch break, Harper said he was going to get some more cleaning supplies and then wandered off. Well, turns out that's when he made his escape. Harper hopped the fence and then made a mad dash towards the woods nearby. Now on your screen now is a picture of the Benton County man. Chief Beck says Harper is described as being 5'10", 175 pounds with a medium skin tone complexion. He was last seen wearing green striped pants and a white shirt and an MDOC jacket. Now, Harper was in jail serving time for a burglary charge. And according to Beck, the Benton County man was actually set to be released in just a few weeks prior to today's escape. The Mississippi Department of Corrections and Macon Police Department spent much of the evening searching for Harper. However, that search has now been called off for the night, but Beck says it will resume tomorrow morning.
Desperate measure call for desperate calls. He's at a desperate state right now. I think he'll do anything. He's just a threat to the general public. General public as of now. Like I said, it's important if they see him, call us and let us take it from there. Don't try to interact with him. Don't try to fight him or anything. Just call us. We'll get there as quick as possible and let us do our job.
Now, according to Beck, he believes a yellow Mustang with a Benton County tag was seen trying to pick up Harper. If you've seen this vehicle or have any information on Harper's whereabouts, you're asked to contact 911 or the Macon Police Department.
Tonight, a Starkville man gets a surprise at the city's Board of Aldermen meeting. Detective Bill Lott was awarded the Modern Woodman of America Hometown Hero Award for his role in the investigation of the 1990 Labor Day murders. After years of work, his efforts led to an arrest in October. Lott spoke on how it feels to be honored and recognized by those in the community for his work.
I feel blessed. I've always loved this community. I came here to go to college in Mississippi State, fell in love with this community. I'm not originally from here, but I've lived here more of my life than I have anywhere else, and it's home to me now. And this is where I live my life and want to be, and I want to give back to my community, and I'm so grateful that my community recognized me for doing something that I would have done for free.
Lott started working the cold case in the early 2000s. Time now to toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson, who's standing by with a first look at our forecast. Hey, Keith.
Scott, developing sunshine today gave rise to a pretty nice afternoon. Still some fall color in downtown Columbus and more blue sky coming as we go throughout the next few days. Currently in Columbus, 34 degrees, one of the cooler spots out there. Clear conditions across the entire region. We're down to 36 in Starkville, 38 for you in Tupelo and Winona. Lows tonight down to around 30. Bright sunshine, 55 double nickels for our Wednesday. Great travel across our region. And there you have it, mid-50s tomorrow. A little bit warmer going into Thanksgiving. I'm back with your full holiday weekend forecast, Scott, in just a few minutes.
Speaking of the holiday weekend, the biggest shopping day of the year is just a few days away, but some stores are already putting out their Black Friday deals. Our Jory Talley, she hit the stores to find out more.
When I saw the pricing around the store, I was really excited.
Black Friday is still a few days away, but the discounts are already in effect at Belk and Columbus. Linda Mahoney is one customer catching those early deals.
For myself, I don't like crowds anymore. I don't like them. So I like to try to shop when there's sales on, but when there won't be too many people in the store all rushing to get the same thing.
Rolling out new merchandise, setting the sales, and working long hours. That's life in retail during the holiday season.
Putting out sets, putting out limited edition deals, doorbusters, bonus buys. We just get ready for the heavy traffic we're gonna endure throughout the weekend. We know a lot of people wait for Black Friday sales throughout the year.
You have to go through a book and it tells you what numbers and stuff and prices you have to put on there. You have to go through there and mark everything down and put stuff on the clearance rack and go back and forth. It's a process.
And the process is starting even earlier this year.
We hadn't ever done it this early, but it's something I think that they're trying out, so to speak, just because it's an influx of traffic always. So to kind of spread it out that way that everybody doesn't feel bombarded, you know what I mean? It kind of gives people all a little bit more time to shop.
But if you're one of those shoppers who makes it a tradition to shop on Black Friday, don't worry. There will still be plenty of deals for you too.
Now there are some limited edition things that are not going to be put out until Friday, so some of those people that wait for Black Friday, they're going to run into some deals that are not out. So it's kind of a catch-22.
Now get this, Forbes reports that this Black Friday, an average of $472 will be spent per shopper in-store and online. Those stats come from people surveyed by BlackFriday.com.
All right, your Thanksgiving forecast across the nation. We should be doing okay here. Much colder across New England and some wet weather back to the west. We'll talk about our specific holiday weekend forecast for our neck of the woods after the break. Stay tuned.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
Thanksgiving just a day away, and we're looking great for the start of the holiday weekend. Thursday, look at that, 60 degrees. Now, Friday, late, there could be some rain around here. Most likely there will be some rain. That kicks out just in time for our Saturday. I think we have a good Saturday. A few more showers on Sunday. Temperatures not too cold, not too hot, about where we should be for this time of year. We have some football. Let's talk about the Egg Bowl in Oxford Thursday evening. Kickoff about 48 degrees, mainly clear by the fourth quarter into the lower 40s. Obviously, jackets needed, but some pretty nice tailgating weather before the game. Friday night football, temperatures around 50, give or take, but there will be some rain around. We do have some playoff action here locally, so just be advised. And then we have that game, the Iron Bowl, over here in Tuscaloosa on Saturday afternoon. Kickoff about 63, 50s by the end of the game. I think the rain's probably going to be done. Hopefully the field's not in too bad of shape, but we're looking at some football here this weekend that should not be impacted by any weather. Well, our Skycam network went by pretty fast. Go figure, right? The weather computer up to its old tricks. But temperatures now down into the 30s around here. It's a cool night considering where we could be for this time of year. We've had some very warm nights, it seems like, as we go throughout the fall, but not right now. Lows tonight down to around 30. For your noon hour tomorrow, 50. It's a big travel day tomorrow. Look at all that sunshine, mid-50s. I want to show you our latest version of Futurecast. It's doing a pretty good job with the temperatures and the overall weather condition for the next couple of days. Mainly sunny tomorrow, mid-50s for us, some low 60s down to the south as we roll on into your Thursday, Thanksgiving. Back up to around 60 and still mostly sunny here. Friday morning, we're dry. And then notice the rain and the clouds back to our southwest and west, and those clouds fill in, thicken, and we'll see some showers around here just in time for some of those high school football games. We should be in the mid to upper 50s for highs on Friday. Some rain potential here Friday evening, Friday night, maybe a quarter to a half-inch plus in some spots, but that's the way it's looking. We do have some pretty nice weather upstream, and that's what's coming our way. Here's your AccuWeather 7-day. 55 tomorrow, 60 on Thursday, 58 Friday, 66 Sunday, or Saturday rather, 65 Sunday. After the holiday weekend, we can't forget, we still have some of November to go, and it looks like we'll round out the month on a cool note. We're back below average, maybe only 48 by Tuesday.
Welcome back, everyone. Eyes were glued to the TV as Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith and Mike Espy went head-to-head tonight for the U.S. Senate debate. Now, one of the highly anticipated questions did center around Senator Hyde-Smith's controversial comments. The senator apologized for offending anyone and stated that her words were twisted for political gain. Other issues from education, gun reform, and border patrol were also discussed, including building a wall. We'll take a look, or take a listen rather, at what the two had to say about the comments.
You know, for anyone that was offended by my comments, I certainly apologize. There was no ill will, no intent whatsoever in my statements. In nearly 20 years of service, of being your state senator, your commissioner of agriculture, and your U.S. Senator, I have worked with all Mississippians. It didn't matter their skin color type, their age, or their income. That's my record. There has never been anything, not one thing in my background to ever indicate I had ill will toward anyone. I've never been hurtful to anyone. I've always tried to help everyone. I also recognize that this comment was twisted and it was turned into a weapon to be used against me, a political weapon used for nothing but personal and political gain.
Well, no one twisted your comments because the comments were live. You know, it came out of your mouth. And I don't know what's in your heart, but we all know what came out of your mouth. And it went viral, you know, within the first 3 minutes around the world. And so it's caused our state harm. It's given our state another black eye that we don't need. It's just rejuvenated those stereotypes, you know, that we don't need anymore.
And again, that debate happening tonight. A lot more. We'll hope to have more on that coming up tomorrow morning on Sunrise. Well, still ahead here at 10 o'clock, the Rebels return to the Pavilion looking to get back in the win column. Highlights from Ole Miss coming up next in sports.
Here's WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel.
Ole Miss basketball back home in Oxford after taking Butler down to the wire last Friday. The Rebels trying to get back on the winning track. Terrence Davis and company facing off against Nicholls State inside the Pavilion. Early on for Ole Miss, Blake Hinson drives. Nice kick out to Terrence Davis, who hesitates but still pulls the trigger and drains the corner triple. Rebels up early on. Then getting some transition buckets. Devontae Shuler with the steal. He goes coast to coast with the one-hand flush. Rebels rolling early on. Hinson dropping dimes like there's holes in his pockets early on. This nice pass inside to Bruce Stevens. Nice find off the window for two. And later on, Breon Tyree, he'd have 6 assists on the night. He'd find Devontae Shuler at the wing. Pull up, nothing but nylon. Just cruising in the first half. Ole Miss at home. Terrence Davis is going to drive inside, find Dominic Olenichek with the two-hand flush. The big fella getting involved down low. And more from the Rebs. Tyree is going to find Terrence Davis at the top of the key for the triple. Nice down screen there from Olenichek to give Davis some time. And then off the inbounds pass, Shuler to Breon Tyree, corner knockdown triple. Rebels cruise to a W, 75-55 over Nicholls. Head coach Kermit Davis says he likes how his team responded coming off the loss.
We talk about is any time that you lose a game, what is the perception when people watch you the next time? I'm always curious watching teams. You know, whether it's football, basketball, I love watching teams coming off losses and how they respond, you know, and body language. And I thought our team responded in a good way from just a physical standpoint tonight.
Coach has been challenging us, you know, since he's gotten here over the summer, but he really challenged us since we came back from the Butler game. You know, we really thought we had a chance to win the game. So, you know, I kind of just left a bad taste in our mouth, and, you know, we wanted to show everybody, you know, all the Ole Miss fans that we're going to come out, we're going to have great energy, and we're going to defend, and we're going to play hard.
Northeastern action in the Gulf Coast. Jalen Perkins takes a quick pass inside from former Baldwin Bearcat Felix Hayes for the and one bucket. And then Jamarcus Jones of North Panola set a career-high 21 points, powering through the contact. Big fella with the and one bucket. Hayes working, feed him down low. Watch Jones go to work here. Takes baseline, finishes with the one-hand flush. Northeast stays perfect with the 97-82 win. College football playoff polls made official today for Week 13. No changes to the top 4. Alabama at 1, Clemson at 2, Notre Dame at 3, Michigan at 4. The only change to the top 10 being UCF jumping into the top 10 for the first time in program history, as well as the first group of 5 school to jump into the top 10 of the college football playoffs. They jump Ohio State, but here's what's going on for the rest of the SEC. Georgia at 5, LSU at 7, Florida at 11, Kentucky at 15, Mississippi State jumping 3 spots. They're one of the top movers in the entire top 25. The Bulldogs remain the highest ranked 4-loss team in the country at number 18, and then Texas A&M finding their way back into the top 25, coming in at number 22. The final lineman of the week of the 2018 high school football season. Time to recognize those on the power lines and those wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Tonight's Lineman of the Week is brought to you by 4 County Electric Power Association.
Tonight's Starkville Lineman of the Week is Tommy Reed. Tommy is crew chief and has 17 years of experience with 4 County Electric Power Association. WCBI's Lineman of the Week goes to Starkville's Bash brothers, Zach Edwards and Jaleel Clemens. The two's career in the black and yellow ended last Friday, but they left their mark. 41 combined sacks and 112 combined tackles for loss. Both are 3-star recruits, according to Rivals.com. Jaleel is a Tennessee commit. Zach is still undecided, but there's one thing for sure: both will be playing college ball here at any day now. Next year we'll be keeping track of their college careers. That does it for sports. We'll have last your forecast next.
All right, here's our 7-day forecast. Great travel weather tomorrow, mid-50s, around 60 on Thursday, Thanksgiving. Some showers there by Friday evening. That could impact some of those high school football games. Saturday's looking good. Some more showers possible Sunday. Cooler again next week, but no active weather, no severe weather. We'll take it.
Looks like good travel to grandma's and some good travel back home.
Yeah, overall, not too bad this weekend.
Good deal. Sounds good. All right, thanks, Keith. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.